to episode 8 of my weekly planning series. So today I don't really think I have anything new on my plans this week. There's a lot of like finishing things off and some things that I've already shown you as well. So top of this pile here is my closet case Fiore skirt in this little ditzy print. So I didn't get around to this last week because obviously I ended up doing the Alexa jumpsuit as well. And there's something else that I forgot to mention in my weekly roundup yesterday, but we will get to that. So yeah, I have this on my list again this week. I think I might maybe try starting on this again. Forgot to mention as well, this is view B. So the wrap over one with like this slashed pocket. So yeah, I might start putting this together today and see how it goes. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. I haven't really read through the instructions yet, so I'll have a wee read through the instructions and see what I can get started today. I have all the interfacing pieces and all cut out too, which is quite strange for me. So yeah, no excuses really to not get started on that one. Then I'm going to keep working on, obviously I showed you yesterday, my blazer. So we have the fronts, 2 fronts done with the well pockets. So I just need to, next up will be, which actually I might do this today and not the skirt because I have blue thread still in my sewing machine, so it'll be a wee bit easier. I wouldn't have to change it. So yeah, what I need to do next is attach the shoulders and side seams and then put the collar on. Now I was looking through my tailoring book yesterday and I might do some sort of stitching and reinforcement and stuff to shape the under collar. So even if I get the sort of body pieces, the back and the front attached, and then maybe have a look at what I'm going to do with the under collar, that would be quite good for today. I'd be happy enough with that. So yeah, those are the next bits. So really by the end of this week, if I get those bits done, it will actually look like a blazer, which is really exciting. It does come together quite quickly once you actually start. Then especially this blazer, because there's just the one front and back piece. It's not, there's no panels or side panels or anything. So then next up with this dress, so this is my pleated shoulder dress, the back, so I need to do the back pleats and the zip in the back. So those are my plans for this week, and that again, really excited to get this done. Yeah, because I keep sort of moving this fabric from one place to another and I want to get it even just put together and hung up so that I'm not shoving it in drawers and stuff anymore. So yeah, that's on my plan. Then what else? So I have a kabuki t-shirt or top cut out in the same blue that I used for my Suki dress for Lamazi. I was able to cut this out from like the bits that were sort of left over because it is quite a strange pattern. Because it's all the one piece, so it's got the grown on sleeves, it is harder to, you need the full length of the fabric, but there's loads of waste. So I was able to get a top cut out of it as well. So I am going to maybe get it done because again, I'll be using blue threads this week, so it kind of makes sense to just do it all in one go. So I have that on my list if I can get around to it. And then I have a few bits that I need to cut out for my next Lamazi blogs that are coming out and things that I need to start as well because yeah, I have a deadline coming up close now for the swimsuit one, I think. So yeah, need to get it done. Then I've still got this Libby shirt pulled out. I would like to kind of get a wee bit more done on this because I'll be changing my overlapper threads soon, as I've said. So it would be nice to get this, I think, probably just if I could just overlock the side seams and the hem, then I wouldn't really need the overlocker again after that. So someone has asked me if I can share how I attached these. Essentially what I did was ignore all the notches. Just kind of made sure that everything was centered. You know, these parts here were close enough like that they would look even. I mean, this is going to be far from perfect and I don't mind as long as it is wearable at this stage. And yeah, I just kind of, you can see underneath there is still a wee bit of pucker and it hasn't been ironed yet, so hopefully some of that will press out. But yeah, I basically just ignored the notches, made sure it was centered, the ends are even, and just sewed it on, and that was it. That was all I could really do with it by the time that I had finished unpicking and everything. So then the black dress that I shared on my Instagram stories last night, the indigo hack, I need to hem it too, and I'm going to, so with the By Hand London Eloise pattern, where the ruffles attached, they actually tell you to top stitch the sort of the same allowance of the ruffle to the non-gathered section. So I'm going to do that with this as well, because there is so many gathers and it's quite big and the fabric is quite stiff. I want it all to sit quite flat, so it needs pressed. I'm going to top stitch those gathers down, and then I just need to do the wee small hem on it. So that'll be that one finished. Again, that's a wee quick job for me to do at some point this week. So a lot of what I'm doing this week is just going to be little jobs. I'm not really going to start anything new or big. I just kind of want to get a lot of stuff tidied up, because going forward I think I'm going to be really focusing on my spring summer collections. I should have most of the main fabrics this week that I'll be able to start working on, so I'll hopefully have a fabric blog or a fabric haul to finish or to film at some point this week too. So I kind of want to get a lot of these wee things tidied up now, so that whenever I'm going into next week I kind of have like a fresh start to just get lots of stuff done for the spring summer collections that I'm doing. So that's kind of my plan now for this week. I think I've also got quite a few blogs that I need to write and a few other things that I want to film, so I don't want to set myself any like really big tasks, because I want to make sure I have enough time to get it all done. So the other thing I did last week, which was completely unexpected, I had a wee bit of free time, looked at my sewing table and thought, I am going to attach the waistband to my Dawn jeans. So these are finally looking like a pair of jeans, a pair of trousers. They are basically done. I'm amazed at myself for doing this. Now the only thing, I decided to attach the belt loops as I was attaching the inner waistband, like the facing, so it means now I actually can't top stitch this, which I forgot about. Mistake on my part. So I'm not sure if I'm going to maybe unpick that and take the belt loops out and then sew them down after, or if I'm just going to slip stitch the waistband on the inside. I'm not doing a lot of the top stitching details on these, so I probably don't really mind if it's not stitched around the waistband. Right now I think I'd be happy enough to just have them wearable. So they need buttons, and there's a lot of loose threads and stuff that need to come off. I had attached the pockets as well. That was the other thing I needed to do. So because I had let them out at the sides, I actually had trouble getting the waistband to fit, because obviously my waistband was for the original size, and then there was maybe like an extra centimetre on each side seam that I had let out. So I did have a wee bit of trouble getting it attached, but really happy I've got it done. So now, yeah, just need to put the buttons on, and buttonholes are already done. So I need to find buttons. I'm not going to do the jeans buttons, I'm just going to do normal buttons, because they're not really jeans. It's a jeans pattern obviously, but they're in canvas, so I don't mind if it doesn't have all this normal jean details. These were just a twirl to try and get the fit right. So yeah, I will hopefully get those buttons sewn on this week and the waistband slip stitched on. I would hand stitch my waistbands down a lot of the time, just because I quite like it. I think it gives a cleaner finish sometimes, depending on the project. So, and usually I just sit and do it in the evenings while watching TV, so it's a nice wee bit of sort of that slowing down at the very end whenever your project's all finished, and just really taking your time getting the clean finish that you want from it then. So yeah, I need to get those finished this week, and then hopefully they still fit me. Yeah, and it means then I can get started on the actual jeans. My other machine I had sent it away to be serviced just before lockdown, and it has come back now, so it took obviously a wee while longer getting it back, but the guy who serviced it dropped it off at the front door and all contactless. So yeah, I have my two machines now. I have everything else that I need. I think I might just need to order some more jeans buttons because mine have disappeared, but apart from that I'm ready to go with the next pair. So yeah, definitely want to get started on them soon, and they will be part of my spring summer collections as well, so I want to get working on them. And yeah, that's it for this week. So there's quite a lot. Like I do have quite a big list here, but as I say, it's all wee things. I mean, I'm not expecting to get loads done, like loads of big things finished or anything this week. Obviously if I get what I planned done, I will have a few finished items, but it's things I've been working on for a while. and yeah, I need to focus on getting, I have loads of blogs to write, loads of blogs to film, and yeah, I just want to get a lot of stuff tidied up now before really focusing on spring summer collections, which I know it's probably, I can't even really say spring anymore, it's just more summer, although I think our summer might be over. I know over in the mainland you're all getting really nice weather this week, but we are due to get a lot of grey clouds and rain, which is, it feels like normal, it feels like we're getting back to normal. So yeah, that's it for this week. I hope you have all had a lovely weekend and just are ready to start this fresh week, and yeah, I will chat to you all soon. Bye.